Hello and welcome to CGNgames and the Late Night Gaming Show, episode 38. I'm so excited. We've got some big things coming up this month. But in England right now, it is Remembrance Day coming up. So we thought we would just spend just a minute to do a minute's silence. I don't know how much that happens on YouTube, but we're going to do it anyway. So it's just a time for us to remember, really, the people who died fighting for our country and stuff. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can join in. So we're just going to take a minute just to do that. And I'm just going to pray at the end as well. So I'm going to put a timer on because we were thinking, how can we estimate it? And some people might get upset if it's not exactly a minute. So we're going to do exactly a minute. So here we go. So we're going to start from now. Yeah, Lord, we just thank you that you want what's best for us. We thank you that you are the Lord of this country and this world, Lord. And we just remember those people that gave up their lives so that we could have the freedom to just do this, to do what we want, for people in this country to be free too. We just remember them. We thank you for them. And we pray for all the families that have been affected by what happened all those years ago. And we pray, we just thank you for charities that that aim to look after wounded soldiers and the people who fight for our country still, Lord. We just pray that you would just encourage them, that you would bless them, continue to bless them for the sacrifices that people in their family have made. So yeah, we just thank you for that, and we just remember those people. Amen.
Amen.
Cool. So we are gonna now jump into our first section, which is what have we been playing this week?
What you been playing this week?
Welcome back. It's time for what have we been playing this week. So Jodie, I went first last week, so I'm going to be gracious and allow you. What have you been up to this week? What have you been playing?
So we've been carrying on with Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. We've been carrying on with that, and it's just getting sadder every time I play it. Yeah, it's getting really sad. So I won't give anything away because you're not far on. So I'm just going to say that for now. But if in 4 months, if he's still not far on, I'm just going to say it because everyone should have played it by that point. Yeah. But anyway, and I have played a bit of Zelda today as well.
I looked on my Switch the other day, looked on your profile, and said over 10 hours played, and I was proud. I was proud.
Yeah, the only reason I've not played Zelda is because of Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, that's been mainly it.
Because
it's one of them.
Okay, cool.
How about you, Timmy?
Well, the problem for me is I've not had a lot of time to just sit in front of a screen, like an actual TV screen, and just commit hours. That's the problem. Like Red Dead Redemption is not a game you can just play in short bursts. So I've just not had the time to say that. I've really wanted to play it, but I just couldn't. So I had to start it again on Saturday because Beth, my wife, she just finished her. So she was like fasting from entertainment in general for a month. But she loves Wild West stuff. She loves horses and everything. Yeah, so she really wanted to see it. So she was like, "Oh, can we start it again?" And I was like, "Oh." So I started it again, and I played it a bit further than I did last time. I actually enjoyed it more starting again anyway. So it worked out quite well. But since then, I just had no time. So again, this is where the Switch just thrives. Yeah. So in terms of what I've actually played the most, I got Diablo 3. I've been playing that. I do not remember any of that game. I didn't play a ton of it, but I don't remember a lot of it. So it's been like playing a brand new game, really. So I've been playing that in short bursts. But that game is so annoying because levels go on for a really long time. So I've been wanting to play it for a short burst, and then it's drifted off into quite a while because it just goes on forever. So I've mainly been playing that, and I've been playing a little bit of Lego Harry Potter 2.
Oh, okay.
So that was a little surprise because it's just dead. It's so cheap to buy on the Switch for a normal game. So I started playing that, and that was fun.
Nice.
So getting back into those Lego games, a good time.
Not
so
keen on Lego.
That's what it's mainly been, those 2 games. And then I went to play Starlink again, and then just didn't.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know if you die in a Lego game?
Yeah.
Right. Do all the pieces just fall apart of
Yeah.
your player? That's boss. I think that's really
Yeah,
cool.
so usually like because like Lego people are made up of 3 parts or 4 parts sometimes: hair, head, body, and legs. So they kind of like split up like that and bounce around and then disappear, and then you come back.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing with Lego games. Like, they're really good. It's just they're all really similar. So once you couldn't, I think you'd struggle to just play like 5 Lego games one after each other because it feels very similar. But they are really good games. They are. We've got a good formula there.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is with this, it comes with the first game, which was years 1 to 4, and it comes with the second game that's years 5 to 7. So you're basically getting 2 full games, but you're playing through each year. So each movie. Basically.
So you're on the first year then now.
Yeah. So I've been playing the first one, but it's just really fun. It's good laugh. So yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how people feel about Harry Potter, but I'm kind of fine with it as long as you don't try some dodgy things.
Yeah, you're not trying it out.
So yeah, so it's just been very short bursts. I've not played tons of that either, but I've just been I'm just waiting for this Christmas period. I've got nearly 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks and a day off from work for Christmas. So I am just ready to just have a great time.
They'll be dancing and singing this Christmas life, and the bells will be ringing this Christmas life.
So that has been what we've been playing this week. So we're now going to move into our next section, which is the news.
It's time for some news, yeah. It's time for some news.
Welcome back. It is time for the news, and we have got. So I instead of just putting everything on there, I've picked out the top 4 stories because we're going on way. I know. I'm trying to
go on too long with the news. We do go
well,
on
it's
too
because
long.
it always ends up being talked about basically Pokemon, and we just go off on one.
Pokemon, Fortnite, and now Red Dead Redemption's coming into it a bit.
Yeah, I'm so happy that Fortnite's not been in it for a while because we just don't care.
I know, but it's still in the intro because I can't bother changing it. So
take it off. I want it off. Every time I see it, I'm like, get it off the news. Okay, so our first story is probably the biggest story that came out of this week or so, and that is Diablo news. So it was BlizzCon. BlizzCon happened, and what they do is at the start of BlizzCon they have, I think it's really funny, they call it the opening ceremony.
Jolly good fun! Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! And a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we laugh a day away in the merry old land of Oz.
I think that's a bit of a grand title for it. So they usually like announce like expansions or games like that. And they were announcing a new Diablo game. People were like, it had been rumoured that Diablo 4 was getting announced. So people were excited. So they come out and they're like, oh yeah, Diablo, blah, blah, and we're releasing a brand new mobile game. And that's what it is. And it did not go down well. It was just, I mean, just from like, if you just use your brain, you would realise that's a terrible place to announce a mobile game. So people were so annoyed. People were booing in the crowds and everything. And then everybody's probably seen it by now, but like they did a Q&A section afterwards. Terrible idea. So just put a microphone. You got all these angry people. They just shove a microphone in the middle of the room and go, who wants to ask us a question?
But they aggravate him afterwards and it's like, do you guys not have phones? And we're just like, oh, that's a bad one.
So one guy comes up and he's like, is the plans for this ever to come to PC? And they were basically like, no. And then everyone starts booing and they go, do you guys not have mobiles? And I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And then the next guy comes up and he goes, is this an out of season April Fool's joke? And he just looks so angry.
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
and it's just like, oh, someone's gonna get hurt.
Someone's in trouble.
So then the trailer got put up on YouTube, and it had the actual like to dislike ratio was insane. It was like 350,000 dislikes and like 5,000 likes, like literally that much of a discrepancy. Then the video got taken down, and then they re-uploaded it, and then everyone just piled on it again. So it's not gone down well. It's been bad times. It's been bad times. I don't know what they're thinking. The thing is, I'm not that bothered. I'm enjoying like Diablo 3, but in terms of like what they should have done is they should have said, we've got Diablo 4 in development right now. We're working on it. It might not come out for a while, but to tide you over till then, we've got this mobile game. Because then it's more of a like, oh, so you're not having to wait for a new game. Here's a game you can play right now, but this is coming. If they did that, I feel like it would be fine. I don't think
it would have had a backlash like
it would have actually been seen as a positive thing, like, oh, great, they've given us something just to tide us over till then. But to just announce that and nothing else, what on earth were they thinking? Especially with what PC gamers are like, angry people. Not that all PC games are angry people, but,
we know PC
but you know what I mean. They're very passionate people about the games, because that is a very PC-centered game. So, yeah, that happened. Next, the next thing that we had was that I found out today, and I've worn Final Fantasy 15 t-shirt just because it's a sad day for Final Fantasy fans.
Why? What's happening?
So basically, they had I think it was like a live stream, and they released a bunch of information. But for Final Fantasy 15, there was supposed to be another 4 expansions for it, like DLC things. So they've been doing different stories based on different characters. But they announced today that the director of Final Fantasy 15 has left, and they've just cancelled it. So basically, there's one DLC pack that was due to come out in March, which is called Episode Arden, which is like he's like the main villain of it. So I think it's giving a bit more backstory to him and stuff.
That's cool.
So that is going to be released, but the other 3 are basically being cancelled, and I'm really sad about that because they had one that was like for Luna Freya, who's like a character that I don't think got a lot of screen time, but she's a really central character to what's going on, and that's just not going to happen now. So I was really disappointed about that, but it's over. I don't know what to say.
I think it's pretty sad. I don't play Final Fantasy, but that sounds really sad.
For me, I was like, I love that game, and I played through all the DLC stuff, and I love it, and I was ready for more. Sad times. So that happened. Then number 3, we had Fallout 76, the beta, that had a lot of issues.
Yes.
But basically what's happened is, on the PC version, it's been hacked already. And they basically, like, these people who've hacked it are basically saying it was really easy to hack, and there's all sorts of issues. But the beta on PC has been an absolute nightmare. They even had an issue where, I think it was once you clicked to open the game, it would just delete the whole thing.
No.
On the PC version, so you have to re-download it.
This is why we play PlayStation.
So it's just so many problems. We're going to talk more about the Fallout 76 beta in reviews of the week, so we'll get more into that there. But in terms of, on a technical standpoint, it's not been great. it's had issues. Moving on to our last one. So we found out last week that Red Dead Redemption 2 had something saying like 750 million in profit, well, in take-in and stuff. And they just released this week as well that they have basically sold over 14 million copies already. So they've done really well. It's going to be interesting to see what game comes out as the top-selling game this year.
Definitely.
I really hope it's that game. I really hope it's not
be.
Call of Duty, because that will make me sad.
No. There's no way Call of Duty is winning that this year.
Hopefully not. But I was actually looking at the numbers for the previous years that Call of Duty's come out, and they've always sold around 30 million. Maybe not, that's like lifetime sales, I think. So, come on, Red Dead Redemption 2. If you can sell 14 million in like a week or 2 weeks, you can do it. You can get another 15 million in there. So, yeah. That's the news.
That's the news.
Interesting stuff. Some crazy stuff going on. So we're now going to move into our next section, which is what is out this week.
Can someone tell me what's out this week? Hey-oh.
Okay, welcome back. It is time for what is out this week, and this week is an actual insane week. Usually I say that as a joke, and then I proceed to say there's like one.
He actually told me this earlier, and I thought he was being sarcastic. That's how much sarcasm that normally goes into this show.
So this week is insane, and I don't know, like... I'm at this point, I'm just like, companies have made terrible decisions on releasing this week. Okay, so as always, I'm going to tell you what is coming out this week, and then Jodie is going to decide what is our pick of the week and what you should spend your money on. So I've had to split this up into days because there's so many. Okay. So I'm going to go through on what days they come out. And okay. So starting on Tuesday, we have got Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. Finally, it got delayed from September. It's obviously got all 3 Spyro games remastered, just completely redone. Looks incredible. I actually forgot that was really coming out this week, and then I realised. I
forgot, yeah, I was the same.
So you got Spyro. Number 2, we've got Hitman 2. Again, I feel like that game got announced, I think back at E3, but it's releasing this week. What? I wasn't expecting that. But there you go. Hitman 2 is coming out this week. Then on Wednesday, we've got Fallout 76. I'm quite excited to play it again, like properly. What are your feelings now? So you accidentally pre-ordered the whole thing, and now you can't return it.
I can't do anything.
You just have to own it.
So I've just got to own it. But I sent you a meme thing earlier,
and
I was just like, I don't want to play it. So the only way I'm going to play it is if you're playing it.
Yeah.
So that's how this is going to work.
But if I'm honest, I think that's after it, because I'm a single player. Well, I love to play single player games. This is not a game I want to play single player, which I'm really surprised at. Like we both played it, the beta, separately, and we played it together, and it was just so much better together, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we'll get into that.
It worked it all out and got into
We'll get into that in the reviews of the week, because we keep trying to bring it in. Well, I'm doing it.
Okay, so he's out of here.
I need to stop myself.
Tim. Next one.
So Fallout 76, again on Wednesday, we've got Word Hunters. So all these games now that I'm about to say, they're on the PS4, and it's a PlayLink game. So you know, like Jackbox, where you use your phone and you link to the TV. Yeah. So these are all games that do similar things to that.
Don't like it.
You don't like those kind of games. So they're really good party games. I just started a fight. Stuff's just going on. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! It just went off. I didn't set a timer.
You will producer.
I'm on a 5-minute timer now. By accident, I can't remember getting off. So yeah, all these games do that. So I actually really like the concept, but I've never heard of anybody talking about these games. Because there was... There was an advert in nearly every single PS4 game for ages for that stupid... I can't even remember what it was called, but I hated it. It was a PS4 link game. And you just got it for free, basically. But these are all the games. These all cost £20 each. So you got Word Hunters, Just Deal With It, Chimp Party.
Chimp Party?
Like chimps, but Chimp Party. Chimp Party.
That sounds boss. I'm not going to lie.
And then you've got Knowledge is Power Decades. So what I find really confused about this is all these games coming out on the same day, but they're all separate games that cost £20 each. Who decided that? What a terrible decision. Then on Thursday, Battlefield 5 comes out, but this is early. This is if you buy a specific version of it that comes with early access. So you could be playing Battlefield 5 again. Terrible. So they delayed that game blatantly to get out the way, really, because they were getting so much hate about that game. Is to get out the way of Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption, and then they've moved it to this week.
This is the worst week to probably have it on.
So it does come out, I think, the week after. But everybody, basically, if you buy it, you'll get the early access version. Let's be honest. So then on Friday, we got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. We got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. We've got a random bundle of The Witcher 3 and Dark Souls 3. That's really random, but you can buy those 2 games together physically. We've got Bass Pro Shops The Strike Championship Edition, which is a fishing game on the Nintendo Switch.
Nope.
And it comes with a physical rod that you put your Switch controllers into, so you can do that.
No.
There is also Cabela's The Hunt Championship Edition, which is basically a similar thing to the fishing one, but you get a gun that you put your Switch thing into and you go hunting in the forest. What's really weird about this as well is They both cost £70, which is quite expensive, and they're both made by the same company. Why are they releasing them on the same day? Stupid.
Because someone might not like fishing, but they might like hunting.
But some people might like both of them, and they won't have £140 to spend.
True.
That's what I don't get. Then we've got a Fortnite had to get into this episode somehow, didn't we? So the Fortnite Deep Freeze bundle is getting announced. So this is the boxed version of Fortnite. So you don't get the disc or a game or anything on it. Like, you can go and buy a physical version of it on Xbox or PS4, and you get like the story mode of it. You know what I mean? That's not this. This is just literally DLC for the Battle Royale mode. So you basically get a character with a bag and a pickaxe, stuff like that. Costs £25 if you're interested, but that's coming out on PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. So you can go into a physical shop and buy a physical box. It's a good Christmas present if somebody likes Fortnite. Give them that, I guess. And you get 1,000 V-Bucks too. And then the final game is the Golf Club 2019. So it's a golf game. So just to run through them, on Tuesday you got Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. You got Hitman 2. On Wednesday you got Fallout 76. You've got Word Hunters. You got Just Deal With It. Chim Party. Knowledge is Power Decades. On Thursday you got Battlefield 5. On Friday you got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. You got The Witcher 3 and Dark Souls 3 bundle. You got Bass Pro Shops. That's got to be a spelling mistake. Can't surely be Bass Pro Shops. Why is it shop? Shops. Yeah. The Strike Championship Edition. You got Cabela's The Hunt Championship Edition. You got the Fortnite Deep Freeze bundle, and you've got the Golf Club 2019. Jodie, wow, what a week! What is your pick of the week out of all of those games?
We're gonna have to do like a top 3.
No,
because we can't.
No,
I can't pick out of all
you gotta
them.
pick one.
Because
you have to pick one. Don't cheat.
3 games that we can do.
There is.
Okay.
But which one takes the top spot?
I'm going to have to say Pokemon because I'm buying it.
Okay.
But then
which
it was
version
close.
out of Pokemon? Which one should people buy? Pokemon Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu?
This is the hard bit. I'm getting Eevee, so I'm going to say Eevee.
Okay.
But Eevee.
So for people who may be struggling to choose between the two, why did you decide to choose Eevee?
Because I just got the wrong bundle and then couldn't be bothered changing it. No.
Interesting fact though, everyone I've spoke to or seen who's buying this game seems to be buying the Eevee one. So the Eevee one seems to be an actual really popular one, which I'm really surprised by.
Yeah, I think that's because everyone's grew up with Pikachu always being the main character. So now everyone's like, oh, there's another character we can play as. So I think that's why. I'm quite excited to have Eevee. I'm just not excited for it to be on my head.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
If you walked at the side of me, I was like, that's
I should never have said that, should I?
No.
Because you were like, oh, which one are you going to get? And I was like, oh, the Pikachu one. You're like, why away? Because I don't think I could deal with the Pokemon being on my head the whole time. And that's just stuck in your head the whole time.
Yeah. For months since it was announced, I've gone, that Eevee's going to be on my head. And I can't deal with it. I'm going to try and evolve it into Jolteon at some point.
You can't evolve it.
That's disgusting.
But you can teach it exclusive moves.
That's okay then.
So there you go. Something different.
Yeah. So go with it. Go with Pokemon Eevee.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way forward. And then if I had to choose one that I wasn't getting yet, would be the Spyro one.
Okay, that's cool. So it's a really difficult one.
It is.
And like for me, I'm actually a bit gutted that it's worked out this way because for Spyro, I just want to get Spyro and play through all 3 games in like 2 days, and I could do that. I've done it before,
I can do
and I
that.
just want to do that. But then the next day, Fallout 76 comes out, and I want to play that too. And then 2 days later, we get Pokemon Let's Go. So it's just an insane, absolutely insane week. And then you got all these other games coming out all around it. Like, it's just crazy.
It is.
But yeah, I'd agree. I'm most excited about Pokemon. I'm just, for the last like month and a half, I've just been like, I want my game so badly. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. Looks like it's gonna be good.
So Jodie, if you could evolve the Eevee, which you'll be able to get an Eevee that you can evolve, what's your evolution, as they call it?
Jolteon.
Jolteon's yours.
Oh no, we're only in the first round, so yeah, Jolteon. I was going to say Umbreon, but then I realised that's different.
So my evolution is Vaporeon.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Vaporeon kind of guy.
I can see that.
So there you go. So obviously we can't cover every single game next week. So
Nope.
just to give you a little idea of how the plan's going to work. So on the Tuesday, I'm going to play Spyro. And I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do I'm going to do a gameplay video, but I'm going to try and complete the first game in a day. I reckon I can do it.
I think you
I
can.
love that game so much. So I'm going to be doing that. Then when we get to Wednesday, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Power Armor Edition. Although, because I'm at work, I may miss the package. So that video might go up the day after, just so you're aware. So I'm really excited for the Power Armor Edition, getting the big helmet, the glow-in-the-dark map. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And hopefully, if it all works out, if I get the time, we're going to do a Let's Play of that where me and Jodie are going to play from the start. So that's going to be fun. Because you've got the game, so you kind of have to play it now.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice.
But I think it'll be really fun to do that from the start. We'll have a good time. And then on the Friday, we're going to be covering Pokemon all day. We've got a load of stuff to unbox. We've got the limited edition console we're going to unbox. You're getting the console too.
I am.
You're getting the console too. We're going to have loads of stuff to unbox there. We'll have a Let's Play for that. And then we are going to try our bit. We're going to play it like crazy and try and get a review up for Saturday. Because then our church, we're going away for the week. So we won't be able to... We'll be playing it still, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But we just won't be able to do videos.
So if we go quiet, that's why.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get the review up for you on the Sunday, sorry. And then we'll be just about made it through the week.
I know.
So we'll see what happens, but I am so excited for next week. It's just...
Yeah, I'm looking forward
It's just going to be insane. So that has been what is out this week. We're now going to move into our next section, which is reviews of the week.
Oh, it's time to get funky. With reviews of the week.
Welcome back. It's time for reviews of the week. So this week we are going to be talking about Fallout 76.
Yes.
It's been a topic of much discussion all over the internet as well as between us. So this game, this is just going to be a very short sort of first impressions of the beta and stuff. So this game, I gave Game of the Show at E3. I thought it just, I was so up for Fallout, so up for it. So obviously the beta, we didn't play a ton of it. How long did you play when you were playing on your own?
10 minutes. I got out of the vault and then I died and I was like, I'm done.
I probably played about 2 hours on my own. And then we played for around 2 hours again when it was both of us together.
We did.
So we'll just give our first impressions of that. Jodie, so the history behind you with this game is you went to pre-order the game so you could get the beta.
Yeah.
You should have pre-ordered it from Game, and for some reason you went straight to the PlayStation Store, and obviously there's no refunds on the PlayStation Store.
No.
So you're stuck with the game now. Yeah. 2 questions. What did you think of the beta? Did you enjoy it? What did you enjoy? What didn't you? Number 2, do you regret buying it?
Let's do number 2 first.
Okay.
Regretting buying it, I can't actually answer yet.
Okay.
But from my experience so far, yes. But I'm not saying that is my definite answer. I'm just saying at the moment it is. But the experience with the game, I thought it looked cool. Like in the vault, I was like, it reminded me of the Fallout Shelter one.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that looks boss. That's how my vault people look when they're inside. So I was like, that's boss. And I was like, they've got boss beds under it and everything. Like, why did they all complain when they were at home? So I think, that bit was brilliant. I got outside and I was like, it doesn't tell you anything. Like, you go to this robot, it's like, go visit the overseer or whatever the name is. And then I'm like, where's the overseer? Because they don't say, it's a little marker on the door. So I'm running around thinking, on the map, sorry. I'm running around thinking, oh, it must be a house somewhere. Must be some... I just couldn't find it. And then people were trying to kill me. People were trying to do all sorts. And I was just like, I'm out of there. But I did run into some nice people. And we like waved at each other. And I was like, it's nice to meet you, but I need to go and find this overseer. And then I think I died. And I was like, I'm out. I saw a 2-headed cow. I was quite impressed. But, overall, because it is a beta, you can't really
judge the whole game.
Judge the whole game. Because there was a lot of glitches in it. I think everyone
that's the thing I think people are forgetting. The point of betas is to discover bugs and stuff and to make sure everything's working, then they can fix it. So if it's in this state when it comes out, it's bad times. But if they fix a lot of it, then
if that all gets fixed, then I'm okay with it. But for now,
So for me, played a bit of Fallout 3, played quite a bit of Fallout 4. So I'm not like a major Fallout nerd, but I'm just up for it right now.
Yeah.
So single player, I thought I was a bit disappointed. I felt like it was very average game. I wasn't really focusing on the storyline though. I just wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get more into the story of it when we do it properly. But yeah, I just thought it was a very average game. I didn't think it was anything special about it. So I was quite disappointed, really. Anticlimax, really. But then when we played it together we played through it, did a couple of missions and stuff, I had so much fun with it. And just a few little examples. So we went up this hill and there was just all these super mutants everywhere. And we were just panicking and we were just shooting. And I think Jodie died and I was on my own and I was just trying to get away from her. And it was like, we were like going, no, don't die, no. And we had just such a good time with that. And then we like just discovering like new towns and stuff and just exploring what's there. It was just really fun. And then we had our first encounter with a rogue player, shall we say. So we didn't know this. So Jodie had played, I think she'd been playing it a little bit before I came online. So she ended up being level 5 and I was level 4. And we didn't know, and it doesn't actually really tell you, that you can't attack another player till you're level 5. So this other player came and started attacking Jodie, and it killed you because you weren't expecting it. So then I start shooting at this player and just nothing's happening. And I'm like, what's going on? Like,
and he wasn't bothering with you either, was he?
No, he wasn't bothering with me. And he was just like, and then he had a little shot at me just from whatever. He clearly knew that he couldn't damage me. And basically, I then found out through some weird menu that I couldn't actually attack and I couldn't be hurt by other players. But you could as soon as you got to level 5. So all I had to do then, all I could do, so Jodie died and this guy started running off. So I was just like, I'm just going to follow him, Jodie, so you can see him. So you can just go. So I just stayed with this guy the whole time, and then you managed to kill him.
That guy must have been so annoyed that you were there.
So he was like hiding behind cars and stuff, and I was like, easier. So you killed him, and then he tried to follow. So I mean, one issue with that is it was funny. I'd be annoyed if that happened all the time because it was kind of nice at the start because everyone's nice with each other, but they have to be, I guess, because they're not level 5. And it's just nice to see other players and wave to them and like, what if you're just gonna get people who're just gonna be douchebags all the time and just kill you? It's just gonna be annoying. Whereas the one-off, it was funny. But what I thought was a bit stupid though is how easy it is for them to get back to you once you kill them. So once they killed you, although I was following around so you could see him, you were like not that far away. And you got to him like pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then when we killed him, he got back to us pretty quick. So it was just like I could just see it turning into like one person kills somebody and it just turns into this for an hour. Then they respawn, come back, kill them. Then they die, respawn, come back, kill them, and it's just this back and forth race. And I'm like, what's the point in that? So I don't know how I feel about the actual PvP aspect of it, but I just thought it was just great. It was fun to explore. It was fun to take on missions with another person, more than I expected, really, because I'm not really into that kind of gaming. But yeah, it was good. It was good. So I think we'll have to see how it goes. I could see this being a game that we play for a long time. Maybe not all the time, but like just today we got, do you want to play Fallout 76? Just have and just do a few more missions and stuff. And obviously we didn't get to try out all the building aspect of it, where you get to build a base and stuff. And I think you got really excited about that.
Yeah. My Minecraft days were coming back to me.
And we could imagine like Jodie's doing all the building stuff, and then I'm going out getting the resources, bringing them back, and then you build some more crazy stuff. I just think it's just open. There's a lot of unknown potential there, so I'm quite excited about it, and we'll see what happens. But I think we could have a great time with that.
Definitely.
So it's just time, really. Will we have the time with Pokemon coming out, and then Smash Brothers in December, and there's just so much we'll have to see. But maybe over Christmas we'll have a lot of time to be able to do that.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So, for me, it's cautiously optimistic about that game, even though technically it was having a bit of a rough time.
Yeah.
But if you're going to buy this game to play it on your own, don't bother. Because it's not that great.
You don't play it on your own.
So, there you go. So, we're going to move into our final section, which is reviews of the week.
Topic of the week.
Welcome back. It's time for topic of the week. And the topic for this week, we're going to come back to that story we talked about with Diablo on mobile. And the question kind of is, when is the right time to get passionate about something, like to throw in your opinion, and how far do you go? So for me, in terms of, just to give it a little bit more context, this Diablo stuff, I'm fine with the fact that people got annoyed about the announcement. I was thinking, for me, I love Metroid Prime, and if Nintendo came out and went, oh, we're doing Metroid Prime, and it's on mobile, and I've been waiting for like 10 years, and it's like, you're doing it on mobile, and that's it. I could see being annoyed. What I don't get then is then spending my life just going on videos, commenting on them about how much I hate it, you know, giving abuse to the developers, going through everything, just disliking everything. I don't get the point in that. I think there's a point to me where I'm just like, it's a game. It's going to be okay. And to be honest with you, I think what people are forgetting as well is, well, are not seeing that the game actually looks all right. You know, I'm not saying it's amazing. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of the overall question. Jodie, what is your thoughts on kind of community backlash and...
I mean, I think sometimes companies shoot themselves in the foot with this sort of stuff, because people will get upset with it, and then the company's like, oh, okay, then we'll change it and we'll do something. Yeah. And then it's sorted out. That encourages the community then to be angry at everything that they don't like. Yeah. And I think it's like having a spoilt child. Like, if you give that child everything that they want, they're just gonna continue to be spoiled. But it's okay, companies, to be like, this isn't happening. This is what's going to happen. I mean, if it's something really big, like a situation that, I mean, generally every platform is hating, then change it. Yeah. But if it's like certain communities, like just one community that's having an argument about it, like let's say the PC community, why we've got this topic open, the PC community are having an argument, but it's not, you don't see PlayStation or Xbox having a fit about it, not the other platforms. I mean, so it's just like, get over yourself and stop being spoiled. Really,
we're not calling you children, by the way. If you're upset
we're just using that as a.
I think you're right. I think there's responsibility on both ends. Like Blizzard made an absolute horrendous decision to do this. I was saying before, what would have been the better option is because people were expecting Diablo 4 to be announced. What they should have done is gone. Diablo 4 is coming out, maybe a little cinematic trailer, something that's not going to take up loads of time. Diablo 4 is coming. It's not coming soon. It's going to be a while, maybe 2020, 2021. It's going to be a while down the road, but we are working on it. But to tide you over till then, we've got this mobile game. So it's not the core game. It's just a mobile game, but it gives you more stuff to play, more Diablo to play before that comes out. Yeah. That would have made... I feel like that would have sorted everything out. But I think... I think it's kind of like, to be honest with you, Metroid Prime, which is another example for me, because that's a game that I can relate to more. People have been waiting on a Metroid Prime game for ages, and then Nintendo thought it'd be a great idea to go, oh, there's this game called Metroid Federation Force on the 3DS, and it was this, like, had nothing to do with Samus, the main character, or anything. It was just this weird little...
side game.
Yeah, that was just like, so we'd been waiting for years, and we just get this weird little 3DS game that was just pretty poo. But the bit they focused on the most was, like, it was called Blast Ball, and it was a little mini game in it. Think Rocket League, but instead of cars, you just run around with a gun and you have to shoot the ball into the net. That's what it was. It's a terrible idea. It was all right to play, but it's like, you know what I mean? It was kind of going, here's this franchise you love and you care about. We're just going to crap all over it, basically. Can we say crap? Tell us in the comments.
No one ever does to.
That's why we keep saying it. That's why it does, okay? So I get it with this, like, people who are really passionate about this game, and obviously it's a PC-centric game, I get why they're angry about it, because it's like, you took this game we love, you've not done anything for, like, you've not given us a new Diablo game for, like, 10 years, and then you're just going to throw a random mobile game out. I get it. I get that. So, to me, Blizzard should have had the foresight to know that that was a terrible idea, and especially to bring it to essentially a big event which has all those PC guys in one place, and that's what you announce when they're expecting something else. So they made a big whoopsie. So where you're saying that about it's the company's responsibility, that's right. But then there's another side of it where it's fine to express your opinions. Like they did the Q&A section like we talked about. That was a great time to ask questions, be like, why have you only put it on mobile and whatever. Yeah. And they gave terrible answers. So, yeah, they're going to get backlash for that, and that's fine. But what I don't get then is spending the next week after week after week and month after month after month just complaining and writing abusive messages to the developers and downvoting every single video that Blizzard put up and all this. It's like, what's the point? And you know what? you know what the honest truth is as well, and people are going to hate me for this, and we might get people just unsubbing from us, all 109 of them. We do actually respect all 109. That we love it. Thank you. Because you're not really.
Well, you don't. You don't, because you don't respect me, and I'm a subscriber.
That's true.
So he only
respect
he only respects the 108 of us.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like it's the same with the Metroid thing, where we all complained about Metroid Federation Force, but let's be honest, every Metroid fan went and bought that game.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not gonna lie, like as much as we all don't want to admit it, Diablo fans, you probably will download this on mobile and you'll probably play it. Will you put money into it? Probably not. But you probably will download it and play it. And it's okay. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay to not agree with them. It's okay to tell them that you're not happy about it. But instead of just moaning about it for months on end, just if you really want to send them a message that you're not happy about it, don't download the game and don't put any money into it. And they'll find out really quickly that they made a whoopsie. That's how you do it. The only language that they really speak is money-wise, because they're a company that wants to make money. So if you go, we're not going to give you any money for this decision you've made, then they won't do it again.
Yeah.
That's what you do, but then, that's what I'm saying, but then people will just go out and download the game anyway, and it's like, what's the point?
It's one of them, guys, like, if you're not happy, do what Tim said. But at the end of the day, think before you speak, because it can have a backlash on you as well. That's the thing. And the thing is, if you're complaining about this now, and you're going to go and get that game, you've got no leg to stand on, really. Yeah. And you just added a rant for the sake of it. Yeah. So think before you rant, and then think, are you actually going to buy this game? Are you actually going to download this game? Probably yes. Alright, I shouldn't really. I'd express it, but I won't go on a massive rant about it.
I'm just looking at the Metroid game now. It's on my shelf. And I'm just thinking, like, for me, I was really annoyed that it wasn't a proper game. But actually now, I'm actually happy that the new Metroid Prime 4 didn't come out then. Because now it's going to be on Switch. Which I'm way happy than it being on Wii U and just dying. Yeah. So, you know, it might not be the best, but then you got to think, we know that Diablo 4 is coming, and it means they're going to spend more time on that game, and that's a good thing. So I think there's got to be a point where you go, okay, this game isn't for me, that's fine. My game will come later on. But like we were saying, don't download the game, don't give them money. Because
they're probably trying to introduce a new audience to it.
And that's what's happening with Pokemon as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because like, I've not played the Pokemon games before, like the other ones.
Yeah.
And this will be my first experience of a Pokemon game that's on a console. So, I mean, this is going to be my first opinion, and then from that decision, I'll be like, do I continue to play the new ones, or do I go back and play the old ones, or don't I play it at all? And that's when I'll voice my opinion on that game, whether it's rubbish or not. So, but I think we'll be safe on that one.
No, but that's a great. That's like literally what I was thinking as well, and like that is another perfect example. You've got the hardcore Pokemon fans who are really, like, a lot of them are really not happy with this game because it's not a hardcore, straight down the line Pokemon game. And it's like, to me, it's one of them, like, I was talking to somebody the other day, I won't say who it is, but they were just like, oh, but it doesn't have you don't battle wild Pokemon, it doesn't have this, and I don't like, and I'm like, I was just like, but it's okay that they try something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they might try it and it might not work, or they could try it and actually find that this is actually a really cool way of playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's bringing all those people over from Pokemon Go into and that's the point of it. But as well, for me, as a hardcore Pokemon fan who's played pretty much every Pokemon game there's been, the fact that it's in the Kanto region and all that, like, I'm just excited to play there again. But you know what I mean? It's just understanding that not every single game is made just for me.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not going to be buying this week Bass Pro Shops.
Nope.
The Strike Championship Edition.
There's no
but that's okay, but there'll be somebody out there who loves... I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of want it. But there's going to be somebody out there who just loves fishing games.
I don't want it, so I won't lie to you guys.
But, you know, there'll be somebody out there who loves fishing games, who probably on the Wii had the little fishing rod accessory and played fishing games all day. And that's fine, some people enjoy that, but that's not a game that's necessarily made for me. Yeah. But I don't need to be upset about that. It's just it's made for somebody else. It's going to make somebody else happy. What's wrong with that? Some people don't have big, powerful PCs or PS4s or Xboxes, and now they're going to get a chance to play a Diablo game on the mobile, and that's fine.
It's fine, guys.
You just don't have to play it, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. I think it, like, you look at Red Dead Redemption as well. I love that game. Like, no question about that. But, I mean, I just love the entire aspect. But some people will go on that game and will sit and fish for hours upon end. And then some people will go and hunt for hours upon end. Yeah. And then some people will go and rob banks probably for
Like
hours
Mike.
upon it. Yeah, like Mike. And then some people might just sit and play poker, because you can play poker or dominoes for hours upon end. And
isn't it weird that dominoes isn't that?
I know, it's really... I actually sat down last night and I went to play it and I thought they were playing Scrabble at first. And I was like, I'm not playing that game. And I sat down and realised they were playing dominoes, lost all my money, and I went, bye.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the problem is, as well, that you've got the media as well, who basically turning around to all the fans going, like, you idiots for complaining about this game.
Definitely.
And the thing is, right, you have a right to your opinion. You have a right to voice that opinion and say, I don't agree with the fact that they've done this. But you then don't have a right to be abusive and just consistently go on about it all the time. I mean, you can go on about it as much as you want. You have the right to do that. But it's just like, you got to think, is it a good use of my time? Is it productive? Is it going to change anything? What is going to change things is if you don't play that game. So it's about, can you restrain yourself
From playing the game.
So that's the thing.
I mean, even if you can't restrain yourself, but you still don't agree, someone's probably put it up on YouTube anyway, so go check out their channel.
Yeah, go and watch it.
And then you can be like, oh, actually, it wasn't worth the download anyway.
Yeah, so there you go. So I just think, to be at this point, I feel like everybody is the problem. Everyone just needs to chill.
Yeah. Oh,
Blizzard need to accept that they made a stupid mistake. People need to just chill out and just be like, okay, we're just not going to play that game because we don't like it. The media needs to stop blaming everybody. Because they're literally, like, I've seen some news articles where it's literally been like, the fan base needs to get that it's just a great way for them to make money, so they just need to deal with it. And I'm like, that's not an excuse. That's a terrible... So it's the fans' fault now. Get out. Get out.
Just ridiculous.
So on that note, we're going to leave it there. Interesting conversation. And so we hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you absolutely hate it, you can give it a thumbs down.
But let us know why you gave it a thumbs down.
That's the condition, is it? You could tell us why you gave us a thumbs up too, Jodie.
I mean, yeah, you can do. I'm not going to complain either way, but... I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's nice to get feedback off you guys.
So anyway, let us know in the comments what you thought about our topic of the week. Did you agree with us? Do you think that we're terrible people and we should...
we're dreadful.
We should just be relegated to playing mobile games all the time. That would be my idea of hell, to be honest.
Yeah, it would be.
So let us know in the comments what you think. What games are you excited about coming out next week? What do you pick out of those 15 games? I don't know. But let us know in
if anyone
the
picks
comments.
that fishing game, you're getting banned.
And if you want to see all those videos that are coming out next week, which is going to be an insane amount, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button.
Ding,
You'll
ding.
be noticed of every new... Did I say notice? You'll be notified of every new video. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you very soon. Bye.